It's so lovely to have you here. I am a great admirer of both of you. I hope you know that.
Oh.
And
were you upset about that handshake? Because I felt a little bit of social blowback there.
well, I went to sort of embrace you, because men do embrace and hug each other, one another these days. But I felt from you there was a kind of, this is not how I want things to go.
The hugging is out of control.
You wouldn't survive in Wales because they'd want to cut you all the time.
They'd want to cut me. No, it's normal.
No, it's cut. It's cuts. You
No,
said.
kutch.
Kutch, which means
It's
means
like
a hug.
cuddle.
That felt like a very low hug. that felt like a pick up and...
I mean, see, now he's interested.
No.
Hey, Ruth, congratulations. Last year, I'm sure you know this, Ruth won the BAFTA for Best Female Comedy Performance in the Gavin and Stacey Christmas Special. If only more people had watched it. How was that moment for you, collecting that?
Oh, gosh. Well, I didn't hear my name properly. The only reason I knew I'd won is because Rob Brydon and Joe Page were quite hysterical, and they were going, yes, yes! And it was a bit like the barn dance episode in Gavin and Stacey, when Rob Brydon was going, surprise! Surprise! Quite manically. So, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't quite realise. And then I went up, but because I genuinely didn't think I was going to win, and I'm not just doing that kind of, like, humble brag thing. I genuinely didn't think I would. And I'd taken my shoes off, and I was sort of settled in for the night. And then when they called my name, I had to go up barefoot.
Wow.
Which was kind of quite like that, you know, in a long dress and
very
no
freeing.
shoes. Very freeing.
I want to talk to you about Gavin and Stacey, but I can't help but think there probably isn't much more to say about it. There can't be many questions you haven't been asked. Or am I right? No. Are there any that you can think of that you think, why has no one asked me this?
People daily compliment the show, which is so nice, and I don't take it for granted at all. But it does amaze me that it's still got this life to it.
Well, when I saw you, it's so weird, I don't know, you must get this quite a lot, I thought, but when I saw you backstage, my first thought was to say to you, what's occurring? do you get that a lot?
Yes. The weirdest place I had it was at a funeral. Yeah, it was
when you kind of knew what was occurring, didn't you?
Well, exactly. And it was in we were in the lineup, you know, after the service. It was my mother-in-law's funeral, actually, and I was very sad. I was very fond of my mother-in-law, and then this gentleman came up and he went, "What's occurring?"
Oh, no.
I went, "Well, just mourning my dear mother-in-law. That's what's occurring." Yeah. So, but it's funny. I think people think it's the first time they've said it to you.
Yeah.
You know, and so you. Yeah.
And it's not even that, it's just because you're so familiar from the show. I mean, see, that's just the first thing that pops into people's head, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, do you think I look like Nessa, then?
Well, not exactly the same, but you can see that Nessa's in there somewhere.
She does come in quite handy sometimes, you know, like I can sort of channel her if I'm in a difficult situation, or if somebody's being a bit annoying, I can kind of go, "Oh, love, back off." And that comes in quite useful, yeah.
Richard, is there anything that when your fans approach you in the street, I'm sure respectfully, is there anything that they say on a regular basis? Is there the equivalent of a sort of catchphrase you have?
I mean, they just tend to be disappointed.
Do they try and hug you?
No. I mean, very often they're trying to avoid me because they know this interaction is not going to lead to the prospering of anyone. So, no, there's no specific thing other than, you know, a general sense of what's wrong with you.
Are you genuinely socially awkward?
Is that even a question?
I mean, it's
Look at my body language. I'm holding onto the sofa. My fists are in balls. I mean, what even is this posture? I've got a book in my pocket. I'm entirely dressed in cord, and you're asking me if I'm socially awkward.
Well, but you know,
No, I'm Jack Nicholson.
I wanted to compliment you on the green. You seem to be negative about the green cord, and I think it's rather beautiful.
Thank you very much. And thank you for pulling back before you made contact.
It's lovely. You are both brilliant writers, but I want to ask Richard about his book. Richard has a book out at the moment, a very funny book, which I have read and I have laughed out loud many times while reading it. It's called Afterthought, or Some Pistachios Won't Open. How would you describe this book?
Well, I'd say it's a book in the tradition of the 17th century French moralists. I don't think there's been a bang since Pascal's Pensées, so I thought I'd step up to the plate and take a swing. You know, they're thought pellets, dense, very robust, nutritious thoughts that can improve your life. I can tell you some of them.
So the standard phrase to me is
that conversation didn't go the way I wanted.
So, like...
I mean, I literally went like that, and he just went on.
I know.
Did you see that?
You feel awkward.
I feel awkward I'm literally holding the book like a gun in a holster.
You'd like to get your book out, Richard?
Thank you.
There you go. They're kind of little sayings. So we all know sayings like all which glitters is not gold.
Well, for example, all that glitters is not gold, e.g. glitter. Better late than never does not apply with regards to infections. Cold hands can also mean a stopped heart. Thank you.
Oh, you
And you're touring. You're going to tour this book, so to speak.
I'm touring this book. I mean, another way of saying it is I'm selling it door to door. But in June, I am going on a tour.
Do you like touring?
I've never toured before. Let's find out.
OK. Now, can I just warn you, you will... Because I've done a bit of book touring, and you will have to meet people. And they may try and hug you or touch you. And I'm just preparing you for that.
Without consent, it's an assault.
Do you mind taking a bit of advice here?
Go on.
You're wearing corduroy.
Yeah.
Second only to velvet.
Why are you whispering? They're recording this.
This is to give this some gravitas.
OK.
Corduroy is second only to velvet in terms of being the most tactile and attractive fabric.
So?
When a man or woman sees a corduroy-wearing person, the initial desire is to touch.
This sounds like something you've said before in court.
Well, it didn't work then, it didn't work now.
I'm terrified to touch him now. I mean, I would like to, but I feel...
I don't think you do. I don't think you do want
No, well,
to
now you've sort of... I want to rebel against your
Yes.
rejection.
It's fine,
Yes,
That's what I mean.
Forbidden fruit is the sweetest.
But in this current climate, I daren't do it.
Oh, we dare.
I daren't do it.
The current climate being a climate of standard civility.
Respect for another's boundaries.
That's right. That's right.
I did a casting a couple of days ago for something that I'm writing, and I had to read in for a part with a male actor, and I had to say, "Is it all right if I put my hand on your shoulder?" Yeah. And it was, but you do have to be really
they have
careful.
the intimacy coaches now.
Yes.
As well, don't they?
Oh my gosh, I had one of them. I had one of those on a show that I won't name because I don't want to embarrass them. But
Match of the day.
And they all I had to do was sit fully clothed. The other person was fully clothed, and we were just sat there, and we just had to have a little peck, just a little peck on the cheek, and we had to have an intimacy coach for it.
I had an intimacy coordinator for an audiobook that I just did. That's not even a joke.
Oh, my God.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why?
It was called Paddington Go to Peru. No, it wasn't. I didn't ask for it, they were just there. I think they were obviously left over from the recording of 50 Shades of Grey.
Here's the exciting thing as well. Ruth has a new show on television, which you may have seen some of already, although they haven't dropped all of the episodes so far. I'm up to date. There's 5 drops so far. It's called The Other Bennet Sister. It's fabulous. It's on BBC One on Sunday at 8 p.m. How would you describe it? Because it's a familiar story, but told in a different way.
Yeah, so it's Pride and Prejudice, but told from a different angle. So in Pride and Prejudice, there are 5 daughters. Lizzie is the famous one who marries Mr. Darcy. And there are, the middle daughter is Mary, who's always considered to be quite boring and bookish, didn't want to fit in with society and get married and all that. And so I play Mrs. Bennet, and my Mrs. Bennet is perhaps a little harsher than Mrs. Bennet's you've seen before. And I treat her like a sort of 18th century estate agent who has 5 properties to sell, one of which will not shift no matter how much you reduce the price.
One of which is a doer-upper.
Yes, exactly.
It's fab. I'm so enjoying it. Yeah, you must watch it. It's an absolute delight. Richard E. Grant is in it with you. I love Richard E. Grant. And you play husband and wife in this.
Yes.
How's it working with him?
Oh, joyous.
And the characters are there, once again, it's portrayed slightly differently from the book.
But what I loved about the relationship with our Mr. and Mrs. Bennet is that they, I think, probably loved each other a lot at one point, or certainly were very passionate about each other, and that passion has now died. And so they really irritate each other, you know, to the point of absolute pure hatred.
Wow. I mean, I hadn't got all that from it. I just thought maybe they got a bit bored with each other. But pure hatred. Richard, you've worked with Richard E. Grant as well, haven't you?
He was on an episode of a show that I did called Gadget Man.
Good show.
Thank you very much.
Did you enjoy working with Richard?
It also ended in pure hatred.
I remember him being quite touchy-feely. I remember he gave me a big hug when he met me.
Oh, well, is
Did
that
he
why
now?
you wouldn't have liked that?
Well, I don't think... I think he can also read people, so he didn't... He didn't even try.
Yeah.
I don't think he came closer than 8 foot.
By the end of the evening, I promise you this. I will hug Richard.